Hi, this is Jessie Dujari of Healing Pathwalkers. This is my very first video for my new playlist on my channel, and it's going to be called Readings from the Path. My goal in these videos are going to be how to take your readings, your tarot readings, your oracle readings, your rune readings, and actually start incorporating energy work into them. So I offer on my site, on Healing Pathwalkers online and Facebook, I offer anybody who's interested in a free reading and willing to have their reading put on this channel and be public. It becomes an educational experience. Not only that, often the reason that readings work so well is because they're talking about archetypal energies. For instance, here's the Emperor. And the Emperor, in his best, manages his empire beautifully, and everyone can rely upon him. He's responsible for the organizational structure in the sense that he makes the decisions. He doesn't manifest the things himself. Others do that. He just decides where should it go best, who does it suit best. At his worst, he's a tyrant. He's a dictator. So we all have this energy in our lives, and most of us are tending to experience similar things at the same time as everything is coming back into singularity. So, enough said. This is a lesson on how to incorporate energy work into your readings. This reading is for Lauren. When I am having a reading with somebody, I always like to start by helping them get ready to receive the reading. This helps me tune into their energy. It helps the cards tune into their energy, and it helps them be prepared, be grounded, be connected. So, Lauren, I want you to take a few moments and begin to feel your body. Is it warm? Is it cold? Is it comfortable? You're about to receive information that can be hard to receive, hard to accept, hard to process at times, because we come to these readings asking to be shown what we don't see, or why we don't see, or how. I want you to go ahead and bring your attention into the soles of your feet. How do they feel touching the ground or wherever they are? Bringing attention to your back and your seat, your posture, your alignment. And begin to feel roots growing out of your body. Let those roots grow from wherever they need to, wherever is needing the most support right now in your body, whatever aspects of you need further grounding. Allow those roots to grow and spread wide and deep. Release the idea that I am supposed to be or do or go or think or feel anything in this time and space. In this moment, I simply am. Feel grounded in the body. Feel the body receiving you so completely as it's released from all the anxiety and fears. Again, I release all that holds and binds me outside of this time, this moment, this space. I simply am. Feel the light shining down from above, shining on your body, shining on your crown, and open yourself to this light. This is your source energy, shining its awareness down upon you. Open and receive, and allow that energy to flood through the body, the energy field, and your consciousness. while you breathe. Making a promise to the self. I am listening. I will receive all that supports my optimum growth and development. I will release all I am done with. Add anything else you feel guided to at this time to your agreement with yourself. Okay. What we're going to do in this reading is what's called an alchemical cross. This is much like the Celtic cross, except instead it has the aspects of the issue at hand divided up into the three, because it's this three-sided nature that helps us have the full perspective. And then it continues on in quite the traditional Celtic cross spread. And at the top, instead of one as your kind of 6-month forecast, it has a 3-card spread that is just like a 3-card story read. And this whole reading has 13 cards, which, as we know, is quite a sacred number. So it's alchemical, so everything is under the sacred number and about geometry. This reading, back to Lauren, excuse me. This reading is about your nature of connected guidance, of feeling like, how do I translate that into some sort of ability to make money, some sort of business, and how you're kind of either dueling with two aspects of self or dueling with two people. I'm sensing this has to do with other people. As you're trying to separate, there's kind of a conflict that's coming on. That's what feels strongest to me. The star represents our guidance, our connection. She walks effortlessly guided through a river with golden fish swimming all around her. And she doesn't have to even look at her path because it is so guided, so connected, she knows the next step is already laid out. Yours is inverted, so you're kind of struggling with taking that next step. Perhaps you're getting the guidance, but you're struggling with, what do I do with that? How do I move forward? The Ace of Pentacles almost always, mostly represents a new business. It can be a money exchange, it can be a contract, it can be a whole new business, but it's something in the physical world, and it's the birthing of a new thing, a new beginning of that, often including money. And the Five of Swords, again, we talked about, it's the conflict of two sides warring, but feeling like you're being attacked, though they're actually not attacking you, because neither of those birds has a sword drawn. It's not like it's an actual weapon. They're just threatening around you. And this is inverted, so this is something you struggle with. Perhaps part of what blocks your guidance and in your business sense is feeling like you're being attacked, when perhaps you're just being questioned or escorted or cautioned or warned. There's lots of other reasons that those birds could be there, but the perception is the attack. You're coming out of a space of trying to create something with a partner. Yes, this is the partnership. There was a business, some sort of partnership, and you guys had big dreams for each other, for what you would accomplish together. And it didn't actually work. It's inverted, so it wasn't successful. First of all, I'm feeling a sense we need to get this connection. We're going to work on the connection first and foremost, because all of this stuff If the connection is pure, then all that stuff falls into place. This is letting us know what's blocking this, so we're going to allow the energy to flow through the quartz cluster with the grounding and the connecting. Grounding because this quartz cluster has stone that it was anchored to, still attached to it. That's why I love it so much. And it draws energy in and sends energy out. It's very efficient at that. So we're going to allow that to work this through. This partnership caused a lot of pain, and it also sapped you of your passion. So I'm going to support it with this iron quartz jersey. The jersey has this very subtle and gentle but powerful way of drawing out from the inner depths some deep emotional pain. I'm sensing the pain has a lot to do with your sense of passion and your sense of your role in that relationship felt very unstable. So I've put into the jersey to support it some topaz, some raw topaz, which is very good for supporting all of that stuff. And also this piece, this point, came off of a much larger iron quartz cluster that is also extremely powerful at removing heart pain. You might start feeling a sensation as you connect to this energy in your chest of almost like an aching is what I'm sensing. I want you to not resist that or fear that, but embrace it. Just like if you were going to explore something new, you're exploring the sensation, not with judgment, but just curiosity. What you're moving into, that's actually quite good. You're moving into a period of celebration. This is the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands is about celebration and joy. However, there's some aspects that you're blocking that are preventing you from feeling that joy. When we cannot feel joy, we cannot celebrate. We cannot feel the rewards that come from hard work, from hard lessons, from deeply, deeply earned guidance. So the joy is the struggle here for you. And this is what you're going to be working on. What is it that's causing me still to block this joy, this celebration? What's kind of under all of this? If this up here is the flow of your life, the energetic flow from your past towards your present and future, then this flow, this water, this is the riverbed that it flows over. So this is what's guiding your flow right now to this place of uncovering what's blocking your celebratory nature. That's the Eight of Swords. Now the Eight of Swords represents anxiety. It represents a feeling of being trapped, of entangled or ensnared, and a desire to be free, to be released. As you can see with this card, the swan is not actually trapped. She's not actually trapped or stabbed or pinned. She's just tangled up in all of that. And the butterfly or the hummingbird that's up above her, glowing in light and full of joy, is just as free as she is. But she has to realize that. You really struggle with your own entrapment in your freedom. This is what's blocking this. These two tend to go very hand in hand when it's inverted in this way. If this is the bank, the stream bed of your river of life, of energy, what's forming and shaping your belief systems, this is kind of like a tree branch that's coming down and dipping in, or roots that are growing up into the riverbank. This will catch debris. This is how things can get caught up, or it can also shade the river and allow the coolness to be there for support. So it can be many different things. So from up above is again an entanglement, a betrayal. I want to point out here what we are seeing is a theme of swords already. And the swords tend to represent mental and internal conflict, a it's an intelligence, an anxiety, a honed thought. So the Three of Swords represents a betrayal of the heart, through really what feels like it's almost like backstabbing. The swan has been stabbed from behind, and so you are recovering from deep betrayal. Oftentimes with people, they can find how it's like a threefold betrayal. It's very powerful when you can start to understand what the root of each of these betrayals are. When my clients have often been able to name, oh, this person did that, this person did that, this person did that, and then we take it to the next step of what did those people represent. And that's how she betrays herself in relationships. That's how she betrays herself with her family, with her business, and then with her romantic partnerships. So we have these different ways of looking at the symbology, but there's something going on about betrayal and self-imposed anxiety. A lot of these things are inverted. Almost all of the cards so far in your reading have been inverted, which tells me that you are aware but struggling with how to move through this. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to support with stones the energies and what we're uncovering, the awareness that we're uncovering. And we're going to heavily support this part right here, right now. This is a smoky quartz point. It's excellent for grounding and cleansing things that keep us from feeling grounded. It's also very good for painful situations. Up here is some celestite. This is a half sphere of celestite. It's very good at feeling your divine nature, your true nature. So I'm bringing it out for this reading in particular because this nature, you have an idea of, I will always be betrayed. This is not your nature. This, a guided, divinely guided woman, is your nature. This is an experience. So we're going to balance that. Chalcedony is, this is a Chalcedony half sphere. And as you notice, all of these stones, though they've been cut in some way or broken off, they are still very much so in their raw state. This is how I find them to be the most powerful for myself, probably a belief system. But so Chalcedony is, they used to give the prince and the king and, royalty would have Chalcedony lined goblets because it was considered to counter poison. It was considered to be so healing in that way, very protective. And it's time to start healing and protect this real joyous and celebrating part of yourself that once used to be effortless and now feels like a struggle. So we're going to support her as well with this Chalcedony. And I couldn't come to the reading. It's funny, I always allow my stones to let me know who wants to participate in a reading. Rose quartz, this is my rose quartz chunk. It's a Madagascarian rose quartz, and it wanted to participate, so here it is. Bringing in the love, bringing in deep love of all kinds. So this is the wheel of your life. This is kind of the energy that's in motion. That's what's going on right now. When we come over and we look at where you find yourself, where you are right in this moment, I'm going to go ahead and move these over just a smidge so we have room. And I'm going to move this cluster now into the center of that. So it's really helping support all of those things. I know I'm being anal, but I just am that way. And I love myself for it. So where one finds oneself right now, you're in a period of judgment. You're trying to decide, I am escaping this poppy field of illusion, of haze, of foggy forgetfulness and fatigue, and I am coming up and out of it. What do I need to let go of so I can come up and out and celebrate again?